with the Tuesday video, on Thursday video, and it's Thursday the 12th of September. It's not Bitcoin today, which remains within this triangle and therefore fairly simple. So we have the triangle starting here, ABC A wave, ABC B wave, A, B, C, C wave, and what I think is an ABC, A, B, C, D wave, and then let's go to an ABC E wave. So we've still got maybe 6 weeks or so before this is over. Clearly a break either below here, which suggests a move down into the range I've been discussing, but H2 is one level, for example, and move above here would suggest that we're actually at the end of the thing, that we're breaking out to the upside, given of course that I can always see false breaks. So that basically covers Bitcoin at the moment, and has done for the last few months. Alright, gold. I must apologise for not including gold in the last report. I came in for a little stick on that, but it hadn't done much since my weekend report. That was my excuse. Anyway, we've seen this peak here. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly what the peak is, but I'm counting it as a 1 of 3. So we've seen the big 1 and the big 2, and this is big 3, with this being wave 1 of big 3. So we have an A, B, and a C so far. Now that could be complete as it is, but there are alternative counts, and this could be a larger correction than that. So let's have a look at the shorter term. I mean, there are a few variations here. This actually is the highest high, so it's possible this is actually an ABC correction with a 5, and there's a clear 3 there. Bit of dithering around here. Do we have 5 waves down from here? Possibly. I mean, there is quite a sharp thrust there in 5-wave form. So there's a little bit of confusion here. Right now there's nothing to suggest the uptrend is resuming at the moment, or that could change. So overall I think this is probably going to continue a little bit longer, but my view is it's going to be contained. There are some people, the Elliott wave theory for example, suggesting that gold has seen a multi-year peak and it's about to collapse into sort of 1,000 pieces. But I disagree. I think that we actually are seeing the start of a major bull market, and this rally will continue in a third of a third, in fact. So I think we got a bit overboard. I think there were too many people saying that gold was the place to be, etc., etc. But I think this correction will shake that out. But I think it may have further to go. So I mean, a bounce to around 1526, the sort of 50% retracement of this fall approximately. So I haven't actually done the calculation. But then another leg down might be what we see at this point. In a way, silver is clearer since the May low. We've seen 5 waves up, which we discussed before. We've now seen could be an A wave down with a B to generate some more upside, followed by a C wave decline. Perhaps if it's going to be a simple correction, we seem to be beset by triangles at the moment, but we have a triangle here, in fact. So looking at the fibs, I mean, the 50% level is here, so I would think, and also the wave 4 is here, so there tend to be key support levels for corrections. So I would think that the $17 level might well hold, or thereabouts, say 16 to 17. And again, a bounce up, and then another fall back might be all we see. When I look at the S&P, we saw this sharp thrust down, followed by a very clear correction, but the passed on the sell signal and gone up higher. It's difficult to count this as a complete correction. It's quite a strange pattern as part of an impulsive move up. So this could still be a sell signal. We could still be seeing a retest, obviously, of 3,000. We're just at 3,000 now, in fact. So I'd be wary of any sharp sell-offs coming in here at the moment, because the wave pattern does really call for a wave C still, but we do live in strange times with a lot happening, which the market seems to get. I think there are choppy seas with news coming out, which throw the market one way and another, which make it rather difficult for these kind of patterns too, especially on the equity markets where there's a lot of jockeying for position. Similarly on the DAX, we saw the 5 waves down. I could still be an ABC, but it's certainly gone harder than I would have expected. We're now above the 78.6 level. I mean, waves 2 can do that, but again, we need to see something fairly definite if it's going to go down. Alright, finally look at FTSE. So we have the 5 waves down again, and the ABC has yet to achieve very much. I mean, this is a far more normal retracement, which has pretty much hit the 50% level, 73, 75 on the head with this, this sell-off at the current point. Also 5 waves up here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So it's possible that is actually complete. I mean, the government is in a bit of a mess. My theory with the government is the less they do and the less they can do, the better, really. So I guess this should be my ideal scenario at the moment, but I'm not sure it's very ideal that we have the Brexit thing hanging over this. It's not ideal to have a situation where there is a major decision that needs to be made and they can't do anything about it. In the general run of things, I think it's a good idea. They can't do very much, but right now, perhaps need to. I guess there was a potential short there on FTSE. Let's have a look at the short term. Okay, well, there's certainly 5 ways up from the low, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Although I guess from here there's 5 ways up, there's a blip there, and there's a pretty tight stop from the current level 40s up to 70. So yeah, there was a punt there, I think. I mean, there's no huge form to confirm the trade, but and the 5, there are only 3 ways up here, but as this current decline has gone below what would be 1, that tends to suggest that this peak is of some note. So if you want a trade, that would be one that might fit the bill. That's all for today. If you found it interesting and useful, back to the report at the weekend. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.